Weakness is a choice. Every day the mind searches for excuses, for comfort, for the easiest path. Evolution wired you to avoid pain, to conserve energy, to defer effort. It is natural, it is predictable, and it is lethal to progress. You convince yourself that time will fix things, that one day conditions will align. Psychology shows this is a trap. The brain is biased toward delay. It prefers inaction over work every time. Waiting is surrender disguised as patience. Discipline is not about bursts of energy. It is about refusal. Refusal to bend to impulse. Refusal to obey fleeting feelings. The body will resist. The mind will resist harder. Resistance is not a barrier. It is the measure of your choice. You look for shortcuts. Science calls them hedonic adaptations. Pleasure and avoidance hijack decision-making. You rationalize laziness. You frame indulgence as deserved. Every excuse is a small surrender accumulated until failure is inevitable. Habits are neutral. They do not judge. They follow repetition. Success is not a reward. It is the output of consistent action. Weakness is the inverse. It compounds. Small acts of avoidance are invisible, but they build a life defined by inertia. Pain is unavoidable. Fear is unavoidable. Discomfort is unavoidable. Those who wait for conditions to be ideal are waiting forever. Stoics knew this. Circumstances do not dictate virtue. Discipline does. The body craves reward, dopamine, ease. The mind craves certainty, safety, approval. Both are liars. They will sell you mediocrity if you listen. Evolution did not program you to be happy. It programmed you to survive. Survival is not accomplishment. Weakness is not survival. It is surrender disguised as it. You are responsible for repetition, not outcome. Effort is observable. Results are delayed. Cognitive bias pushes you to judge effort by immediate feeling. It is wrong. Action is the metric. Consistency is the standard. Weakness is the failure to repeat what must be repeated. Society reinforces excuses. It tells you to follow comfort, to avoid confrontation, to seek validation. Behavioral science calls this social conformity. It is easier, yes. It is predictable, and it is corrosive. Those who yield to the group dilute their discipline until there is nothing left to measure. Failure is not shame, it is feedback. But weakness feels like shame because you attach identity to behavior. The mind prefers story over truth. You justify quitting. You rationalize avoidance. Stoicism calls this self-deception. It is lethal in practice. The brain is lazy. The body is lazy. You are wired to repeat patterns that conserve energy. You are wired to cheat. The environment does not fight you. You do. Every act of procrastination, every surrender to comfort, every rationalized excuse is your choice. Motivation is irrelevant. Motivation is a chemical spike, temporary and unreliable. Discipline is systematic. It ignores feeling. It ignores desire. Discipline works while motivation fades. Weakness depends on the presence of motivation. Discipline transcends it. You do not need permission. You do not need recognition. External validation is a form of weakness. The strongest systems operate in silence, unseen. Begging for attention is a signal of doubt, a signal that you cannot rely on yourself. I never ask for validation. This content is a filter, not an invitation. The right people recognize truth and stay. Pain and failure are predictable. Frustration is predictable. Regret is predictable. You will feel them whether you act or remain passive. The difference is whether they build you or bury you. Weakness allows them to bury. Discipline harnesses them. Comfort is fleeting. Pleasure is fleeting. Approval is fleeting. Systems are enduring. Ritualized behavior compounds. What you tolerate today defines what you accept tomorrow. Weakness compounds faster than strength. Every surrender escalates. Every excuse multiplies. Your mind will lie about progress. It will say effort is enough, even when results lag. It will say rest is earned, even when laziness rules. Studies show perception of fairness distorts action. The world does not reward effort. It rewards results. Weakness confuses the two. Environment shapes you only if you let it. Discipline can exist in chaos. Weakness cannot. Weakness depends on conditions. Discipline makes conditions irrelevant. Stoics called this internal sovereignty. It is the only freedom that matters. You do not need luck. You do not need inspiration. You need consistency. You need control over repetition. Weakness pretends you need extraordinary circumstances. Discipline ignores the pretension. It acts under every condition. It tolerates nothing external, only internal failure. Every morning you make the same choice, to obey impulse or to obey principle. Impulse wins often because it is immediate, seductive, painless. Principle wins rarely because it is slow, demanding, unseen. But principle defines the person you become. Weakness defines nothing but surrender. You will not hear encouragement here. You will not hear comfort. You will hear observation. You will hear patterns. You will hear the truth of human nature and the stark reality of choice. Weakness is a choice. Every delay, every excuse, every small indulgence confirms it. If you seek approval, you are already compromised. If you seek sympathy, you are already compromised. Strength does not ask. Strength observes. Strength filters. Weakness pleads. Systems require neither audience nor applause. They exist. You either enter them or you do not. The easiest day is a trap. The smallest act of surrender is a trap. The quietest rationalization is a trap. The mind celebrates comfort, then condemns you for it later. Discipline ignores celebration. Discipline ignores condemnation. Discipline continues. Weakness celebrates, then regrets, then repeats. Every human follows patterns. The ones that endure are repeated without thought. The ones that fade are ignored without thought. Your mind will rationalize both. Your behavior decides. Weakness ignores this law. Discipline obeys it. Pleasure will always seduce. Pain will always teach. Comfort will always deceive. Discipline will always act. Weakness will always falter. Evolution favors action over avoidance, survival over stagnation. Your brain is the only thing misaligned with it. Your choice creates alignment or decay. The world does not accommodate weakness. It punishes it through time. It punishes it through lost opportunity, through wasted energy, through irrecoverable moments. Stoicism calls this inevitability. Weakness is not tragedy. It is a predictable outcome. You are accountable for repetition, not feelings, not desire, not conditions. Action repeated builds competence. Competence repeated builds resilience. Resilience repeated builds outcomes. Weakness disrupts all of this. It substitutes ease for effect. Surrender is quiet. It does not scream. It does not warn. It is a series of small compromises that aggregate into total failure. Strength is quiet too. It is a series of repeated deliberate actions. It does not shout. It does not demand. It simply exists. You recognize it only by its presence. Weakness is equally recognizable by absence. Time is neutral. Effort is neutral. Results are delayed. Weakness interprets this as unfairness. Discipline interprets it as reality. Weakness procrastinates. Discipline proceeds. Weakness complains. Discipline continues. Weakness justifies. Discipline obeys. Your choices are invisible to others. They are visible to you. The judgment that matters is internal. Every rationalization, every delay, every surrender leaves a mark. You will feel it. You will know it. Weakness cannot hide from itself. Discipline never needs to. Evolution wired discomfort as a signal. Society teaches avoidance as reward. Psychology predicts both. You must choose which to obey. Weakness obeys both. Discipline obeys neither. Discipline obeys principle. Weakness obeys instinct. The cycle is simple. Observe reality. Repeat necessary action. Ignore feeling. Ignore approval. Repeat. Weakness observes comfort. RT. Repeats surrender. Complains. Repeats. Discipline filters all else, accepts only action. Weakness filters nothing, accepts only ease. You will waste time testing limits. You will delay effort. You will feel the pull of excuses. Every time you choose comfort, weakness solidifies. Every time you choose action, discipline strengthens. There is no neutral ground. Weakness is not inherent. It is habitual. It is learned, repeated, reinforced by avoidance. Discipline is not inherent either. It is chosen, repeated, reinforced by necessity. One compounds decay, one compounds structure. You are either building or dissolving. Choice is immediate. Consequence is delayed. Weakness does not notice consequence until it is too late. Discipline does not notice consequence until it is immediate action. Weakness fears discomfort. Discipline accepts it. Weakness obeys instinct. Discipline obeys law. Comfort ends here. No sympathy,